Everyone, today we will be discussing how do you get a job. We'll look at the job application process, and when I look at this chart here, you must be at this level where you want to know how do you learn how to do it. You want to know how do I do it. I'm going to show you how to do it. Then you are going to go out there, try it out, and I'm looking forward to you doing it, being successful, and being here at last. This evening, I am just going to answer all your questions in regards to job search and job applications and anything in regards to job application. But the main thing is to share with you how do you prepare a professional CV. I'll share this as we start, and I will also share with you some of the job search tips and tricks. And this will just be an eye opener to most of you. If you have any question, feel free to drop them in the chat. I want to tell you this: according to the Bureau of Statistics, right, whenever there's a job opening out there, it will attract about 250 applications, and they're probably just looking for one. 250 is a very big number, and this is an average number because there are certain careers that will attract to the level of about 500 applications, maybe in accounts, finance, business management, and such. They will attract a very high number. So the other thing I want to share with you, so that you can get an idea of what you're dealing here with, is that out of all these job applications that are sent for one position that has been opened, research has found it that 75% of the applicants are not actually qualified for that position. So what do I mean? We are looking for a customer care service, we are looking for a business manager, and someone who thinks they can do customer service because they think it is something easy, they can talk with people on the phone. They will still go ahead and apply, but they don't have the qualifications, they don't have the skills, they don't have any previous experience doing that. Yeah, and that leaves us with only 25% of the people who are kind of qualified for this position. We're not saying they are the right candidates, but at least they have the skills, they have the experience, which is about 63 of them out of the 250 applications that we started with. Now, another piece of statistic that should really baffle you is that only 2% of the candidates make it to the interview. So we start with a very big pool of 250 applicants. Then we narrow it down. We try to save out those people who just applied for the sake of applying. We throw them out, and then you are left with a small number, maybe 63. Then out of these 63, when you take time to read through the application, you realize most of them, again, they are not qualified. So only 2% are invited for that interview, and this makes only 5 people invited for an interview. Now, out of these 5 people, only one gets the job. And I think I would pause here and say you will start to appreciate the fact when you hear people say, I've applied for so many jobs and are not getting responses. It's because there is a high number of people who are looking for the same jobs. So you really need to think about how do you step up and make yourself stand out. So I want to say this: sending out a high number of applications does not increase your chances of getting hired. As controversial as it might be, that's the truth. Sending out a high number of applications does not increase your chances of being hired. So what does help you if it is not the high number of applications? It is sending out better applications. Truth be told, sending out better application will increase the chances of you getting a job. And today I want to share with you how do you do better application? How do you do better application? And this is a Q&A session. So I'm going to focus on these 3 things. Number one, for you to be able to make a good application, you must have the job description. You must have the cover letter, customized cover letter. I'll take time to discuss that. And I'll also talk about a professional CV. As I said, this is a live Q&A session. So if you have any questions in regards to the job application process, any clarification you want from me as your career coach, you are welcome. Let me know where you're also joining us from. I'll just want to appreciate 1 or 2, 3 people. So the thing is, post your question in the chat and I'll be able to answer. Let me pause also and say thank you very much. There's Sungura who's saying yes, is ready. Karibu sana. I can see we have Sam also who is ready. Victorious, yeah, Dixon, you are also ready. There is Barcy. More and more people coming in saying they are ready. Yes. So any question you might have when it comes to job application, I am here to answer them. These people say, yes, they're ready. Are you ready for this live? Thank you very much. There's someone else joining us. You are interested in the job. What kind of job are you looking for? That is what I would ask. So as I wait for your questions to come in, I can see also other people following us on YouTube. By the way, YouTube is the main hub where you will be able to get most of my videos and get a lot of value from there. Yeah. So I can see a question. Let me say this. Okay, there's a question here. Linus, I want to know the difference between a cover letter and a CV. Thank you very much. I really like that. I'm going to answer it. Just give me a minute. Like Julius saying is ready. Karibu sana. There's Okod in Migori. There is also Zude saying interested in a career job. Thank you. Thank you. So let me answer this question. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat. This is from Linus, and I will, yeah, so that you can see it clear. Let me say this, yeah. A cover letter is like an application letter, but it is a highly customized application letter to one specific job. And so that is the covering letter that introduces you and the kind of skills you have to the hiring manager. And the CV, it's a more detailed document that talks now about you, your skills, your experiences, your qualification, and all that. So this is how it goes, yeah. And that's why I actually have these three things here on the slide. These are the three things you need for you to be able to get picked, to beat all this noise of all these people applying. Now, the job description gives you an idea of what kind of person they're looking for. If looking for a job was an exam, I normally say the job description would be the marking scheme. And the hiring manager, the company have gone ahead and given us the marking scheme and tell us that we are looking for this kind of person. So we already know. So when you read through the job description, you ask yourself, do I really fit the criteria that they have put out there? If the answer is yes, go ahead and apply. If no, ask yourself, do I fit at least 70% of that job description? When you look at the qualifications, when you look at the experience, when you look at the skills they're looking for, if at least you fit 70% of that, then go ahead and apply. If you don't fit 70% of that job description, stop wasting your time applying for the job. Is that okay? So how then do you communicate you are the right candidate? So you use the cover letter as the introduction by talking and telling them that this is what you're looking for. This is me. This is the skills that you're looking for. I have those skills. And then for more evidence, they actually, now you attach your CV for more evidence. Do you get that? Now, actually, let me check. I think that is what I have in my next slide here. So I want you to take a look at this job description. So I picked this random job description for an accounting person. So if you were to work in this firm as an accountant, the key responsibilities that you will have, number one, will be to review and establish proper accounting systems. You will be needed to support budget and focusing activities, liaise with internal and external auditors. So somewhere in your cover letter, you should write and have a statement that reads like this: I have the ability to review and establish proper accounting systems. In my previous employment at ABC, I was involved in liaising with internal and external auditors. And that makes someone like poof. By the way, this is the person we are looking for. They are going to come in and do exactly what we want them to come in and do for us. Linus, I'll pause there. Hopefully, I've been able to answer your question. If you have any question, feel free to drop that in the chat. Let me see. Okay, the questions now have come. There are so many of them. So I think I'll just pause here and check out the questions. Okay, Julius Teach saying is ready. Oh, I have a code joining us all the way in Mikori, Karibu Sanam. Julia interested in career. I think I posted watching from Zambia on YouTube. Thank you very much. NGO worker. Okay, I am not so sure what the question is. Oh, you said you want a job. Okay, watching in Kenya, I'm ready. This is Sophie. Asante Sana. I'll take time. Let me try sift through and see the questions, because this is mainly Q&A. Somebody from Zimbabwe. Asante Sana. And see what the questions will be. I can see James. Hi, Daniel. I'm ready after the session. Accept my request to connect on LinkedIn. Yes, you can follow me on LinkedIn. Just search Daniel Mutuku and then we'll be able to connect. That will be a good thing. Yes, I can see. What's the maximum number of pages can a CV have? This is a very good question. And I'll tell you this, there's no magic number, but the good number would be 3 pages. And I'll say a good CV is just like a skirt. I've done another video just explaining that it's just like a skirt. It shouldn't be too short such that it covers nothing, and it shouldn't be too long such that it makes the person who reads it disinterested. So 3 pages is the sweet spot. If you can make it 2 pages and still cover what needs to be covered to show your value, that will still work. If it goes to 4 pages, again, it starts discouraging the person who is reading. Probably just have your referees on that part of the cover letter. Is that okay? Of the CV. Yeah. So generally 3 plus or minus, but we don't want to make it too long. Stephen, hopefully I've answered that. Yes, I can see someone there is interested. Benson, how can one focus on one career path in these hard times? One time you find yourself doing sales, the next you are in debt collection. Now, these are all good opportunities for you to experience the wide range of the different careers. But ultimately, I think, as we talked about in these hard times, it's not very easy to focus on one specific career path. There's that what you want to do, which will really fulfill you as an individual. But at the same time, you need to provide, you need to put food on the table, you need to pay rent, you need to pay some bills. So at some point, when things are tough as they are currently, I would say don't really focus much on career. Just get that job, just get that experience. And then with time, you can start building up your case by collecting evidence and interest in one specific path and then try to build on it. Yeah. But if it was like that statement there in these hard times was not there, I would say go in, focus, get the right skills, get the right experience in your line of work, and go out there and do great things. But Benson, thank you very much for that question. Can you edit your CV to fit a job description? Yes, you can still go ahead and edit your CV to fit a job description, but the key thing that needs to be edited most of the time would be your cover letter, and it should be based on the job description. Now, the CV is just a robust document that carries all the evidence about your skills and your experiences. And yes, sometimes you can try and edit it to fit a specific job, but a cover letter is what is a must for you to have it. So, Brian, thank you very much for having that. I can see someone else. Okay, just give me a moment. I think, is it necessary to add CV even if it's not mentioned in the requirements to apply for a specific job? Most of the time, you will need to have your CV on. Yeah, most of the time, you will need to have your CV on. Just have your cover letter as the body of the email and then attach your CV, because that is where they get the evidence about your who you are and what you are able to do. Is that okay? I can see it's wrong. Is it wrong to follow a job? Is it wrong to do a job follow up? No, it's not wrong, but it's how you do the follow up. How professional are you in terms of when you're doing the follow up? So, this is what I normally recommend. When it's just a matter of just application, when you just apply and they get in touch, they don't get in touch with you, you might not do much. Don't follow up. But when they invite you for an interview and they tell you, maybe we'll get back to you in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, at the end of the week, it's okay to follow up. So give them about 2 weeks, drop them an email or give them a call and ask, Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me? If you can hear me, just drop either a chat and say we are okay. Just give me a drop me a chat, tell me we are okay, then we can be able to proceed. I think there was someone was calling me the network messed up, but hopefully I've been able to answer. Is it okay to attach academic papers in your advert? No, don't attach your academic papers. I've done a video. Actually, let me do this. Yeah, most of these sessions, if you look at this, I want you to just go to YouTube, search Daniel Mutuku, and then there we go. Just search Daniel Mutuku. You'll be able to see what you need to send when you're sharing. So sending your CV and application. This is it. Watch this video. It will give you a very clear outcome on what needs to be done. So if you go to YouTube, Daniel Mutuku, search most of the questions, you will find what you need to put in there. I can see, yeah, thank you. Okay, someone saying, oh, we are okay, we are back, yeah. So I really appreciate that. Okay, good, good. Let me go back now to the questions. Is it okay to attach academic papers? No, don't waste your time attaching the academic papers. They will waste. Um, there's this actually this new video here. I want you to go watch this. That was one of the mistakes people do. Where is that? I think there's one video I've released, this one, the mistakes, and you could see someone actually attaching 15, 20, was it 15 and 17 attachment. That is one of the mistakes I've talked about in this video. So go out there, check. That's a video I released yesterday. I'll maybe take two more questions. I might pause because there's something I need to take care of here, and then we can go on. Question: may you attach experience carried before? Yes, especially if you did your attachment, that is part of the experience. Experience does not need to be paid experience. Yeah, that is what most people really mess up. How do you address the section of achievement on your CV? Okay, drop me your CV. By the way, you can be able to send us your CV for a free review if you go to this link here. Submit your CV for free review. We'll go through it and then we'll be able to guide you on what you can be able to do to get a free CV review. Then we can direct you on how do you do your the different kind of CVs. Is that okay? So I think that will be answered them. Scenario where there's a firm already having a person in mind and interviews become just formality. Okay, let me tell you this, Brian. Yeah, if when you are going for an interview and you already have that kind of perception that there's already someone who has been picked for that position, you're not going to do your best. Yeah, so the thing is, change your mentality. Stop thinking about there's someone else. Think about that someone being you. And when it is you, you go do your best. And if they pick you, good. If they don't, try another day. But if you have that thinking that there's someone else who will be taken, you will not do your best in the job. And that will go ahead and make that means you will not be invited, you will not be able to get that job, and you will still reaffirm that thinking you had that they had already picked someone else. So don't shoot yourself in the foot or disadvantage yourself. Is it okay to attach the to attach reports? Obviously, no, don't attach anything apart from your CV. Yeah? Companies interesting and it's furious manner. Some companies ask for sign-in password, and then you create account. Then they keep. Okay, I'm not sure what the question is. That account keeps going around and around without successful. Maybe it's a platform they have. If it is a technical issue, but simple, normal companies have career portals, which is just easy sign up, and you are able to do that. Yeah. Is it a must to add resume? Yes, most of the time. That there's a difference between a resume and a CV. I would say that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to pause here and say we still have a lot of resources that we can be able to give you to help you move on to the next level in your career and help you with your job application. And these are some of the resources that I want to share with you right here. This is very easy. Number one, I want you to go to my YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search Daniel Mutuku, and you will see tons and tons of videos that will help you in terms of your CV, how to write your CV, how do you send it, how do you get jobs with NGOs, how the ATS work, and all these kind of things. Yeah. So that is the first resource. and I will ask, I'll put it in the chat. Yeah. The second resource, go to Career Point, just say you want a free CV review. You will be taken to our page where you submit your free CV and you also get free career coaching. And the other resource is we have also a free ultimate cover letter guide that we're giving it out for you for free. So go get it. It's careerpoint.co.ke/cover letter. By the way, the best place to get all these, let me just do it here. I want you to go to Career Point, or let me just, so many free resources for you. I want to make these things very easy. When you go to our homepage, Career Point, then click on this resource page. When you're on this resource page, you'll see where you submit your free CV review, the ultimate cover letter, there's a free event. All these are out there for you. So these resources are out for you to take advantage of. I'll take this, I'll paste it in the chat, and if you have any question, feel free to drop it. I will take care of the questions in our next live session. So there we go. If you want to take a screenshot of this, you can take a screenshot of this. This is the best place to get most of the resources. You can join me also on YouTube and our website, Career Point. To see Career Point Solutions, go to resources. Otherwise, thank you very much. It has been a great time having you. I can see here on LinkedIn, it did not go through. Let me try post it on LinkedIn. And yeah, there we go. Otherwise, thank you very much. I know this has been a short session. We'll have a rerun of this on next, I think Thursday 4:15. And until then, let me quick, I can see someone live presentation. Okay, should you I think I've answered all the questions. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Until next time.